Training the owner. This is so important and really pretty hard, to be honest. This is the bit that we find hard. Training the dogs is easy. Training the owner. My name's Charlie Thorburn. Welcome to Mordor Gun Dogs. We've got a really lovely video here of a client of ours who got a little spaniel that they got from us. It's a great little dog. Pretty enthusiastic. It's a Springer. It's keen. It's ready to go. What Ash is doing in the video is he's just basically doing a bit of a revision session for the owner. The dog knows how to do everything. The dog's quartering. It's stopping on a whistle. It's recalling on a whistle. It's turning on a whistle. It's taking the mick a little bit. But what's really important is teaching the owner how good this little dog is, but also how good they can be as a pair. And just part of it is instruction, and also I think a lot of it is also giving the owner confidence that they're doing the right things and that they're just to keep going and to keep pushing on. So young, enthusiastic spaniel, and the owner just needing a little bit of guidance from Ash.
So for the purpose of this video, this little spaniel is further along in its training. What's happening is the dog's getting a little too far ahead and just pulling a little bit. But the really important thing is that this dog already knows a stop whistle, it already knows a turn whistle, it already knows everything. So she's just a little bit excited. These guys have just turned up to take her after she's been here for a couple of weeks, touch-up training. So what we're going to do is, because I know what she's like, I want you to show me how you start a little hunting session and what it does. If it goes wrong, that's exactly why we're here. Right. Don't panic. And then what we'll do is we'll show you some exercises that we can start getting her a bit close with again. But yes, the main thing is, yeah, she's a little bit tricky walking to heel because she's excited, but she does know everything. Like for the purpose of the video, like you know, it's not like she doesn't know it, and we're chucking her out in an environment that she can't handle.
She's quite good at heel, like on the way back home. Yeah.
Yeah. Once she's tired.
Like I can just off the lead, no bother her. Right.
Yeah.
Just
so,
she's a bit excited at this.
So if it was me, I would. I'd kind of insist a little bit more on the hill work just before we started hunting, but I don't want to do that now because I want to see her naughty. I want to see her because if we made her walk to hill, she'd be all, oh, I'm an angel. I'm really well behaved, and where we want her is in that little naughty streak, so we can see it. So what we're going to do. So you see those dock leaves just out there. Yeah. We're just going to head through that in a straight line. Yeah. So we're into wind. Show me what she's doing or what she's not doing, okay. and don't worry, don't feel any pressure. Okay, good. Ian, you stay there. That's good for you to stay there. I think we'll see everything we need to see. And just walk up slowly with us as you can. Okay, a little stop whistle there. Come back to her, pop her on the lead and we'll start again. When the initial cast, she's on your left side, which is like your heel position. And what we're doing is we're clicking the dog on to say, that's your time to hunt. Right. So from here, what she may do is she may have a big run forward because that's the position in which we normally would send her for a retrieve. So if she's in this position and we say it's a very similar gesture, right. And so what she might do is she might have that first little run, she might already dismiss this little bit of ground left and right, and she might run too far ahead. Yeah. So how I would want to do this is that I spin the dog round, it sits and it faces me. Okay, so from there, what I can do is I'll drop something left and right. Yeah. So she believes something's on the ground. I'll go and pick it up. She's still sat there. I'll click her onto that, and I know she's going to go immediately left. After she's finished that, she's going to come immediately right, have a little sniff for that bit. Once she's covered those 2 bits, then we can walk forward. It just means that she's not going to be focusing on everything out there. So as we're starting it up, she's just going to be starting facing you. That's just a good kind of start point. How do you think that went?
Oh, no, but I was pretty nervous at the start.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, it went all right, eh?
Yeah, no worries at all.
Big dramas, no.
The one little bit where she just got just on the verge of being too far. But
she came back like when I.
not too bad at all. So what have you been doing? Training exercises. You've been dropping balls out while she's hunting. Have you been doing little bits?
Yeah. So when she was sort of ranging a wee bit too far, I would drop them a bit closer to me when she wasn't looking. And
Okay. And has she picked these little rabbit ones before, or that's gonna?
No, not the rabbit ones.
Just tennis balls.
Tennis balls, and I've got like your normal.
Good. Well, we'll just do it 1 tennis ball for now. So just have a little.
It's just the same thing, eh?
Yeah, same thing, but just set her up from the front. So that first thing is that you're. So she'll be there. Yeah, absolutely. Sit. So this is good. So the best thing, so take another half step away. So you're a bit tempting there. So she's maybe wanting to creep to you. So from there, what I would do is I'm going to drop this down. So she should sit there because she's been taught this. So as soon as that's down there, so yeah, take her back. Good. So we've just taken her back to the crime scene. Now she believes something's there.
Right.
I've picked it up, but if you now click her onto that bit, she's going to go and explore that little area first.
Right. Get on.
Good.
And just
Yeah.
walking, eh? Yeah.
Just wait till she's in line with you and then get her walking that way. So where your shoulders point is going to be where the dog goes. So if you're good, and then turn your shoulders. Good. So just dropped her ball there. So this is just going to encourage them to get their nose down a little bit. Come back over the top of it. And she touched the scent there, so just let her figure it out. Good. Okay, recast. Good, so just drop the ball out subtly behind the dog so that when we pip the dog across, hopefully it starts to work the wind a little bit and then it'll nose that ball. There, good. Just pause there a sec. So the next thing we can do is we take the ball, we can cover their eyes a little bit. Make this little rustle and a little bit of scent there. We set it back up. Right. So sometimes you can just cover the eyes, drop the ball out this side, okay, so that she knows that's there. She's heard it. She thinks something's happening, but she doesn't know exactly where it is. Right. So as soon as you cast her off now, she's going to have her nose down a little bit more.
Which way do you want me to cast her up?
So I would cast her the direction she wants to go. So so that's just me. If she's looking slightly to the right, I'd probably cast her to the right. What you don't want to do is you want to cast her the way she's going to go, and then she's going to work the wind. If she's facing, say, left, and we cast her right, and then she goes immediately left, she hasn't casted in the direction we want her to cast in. So it's entirely up to you at this point. Right, okay. But either way, she's going to find that little retrieve anyway because she's on the right side of the wind.
Yeah, no problem.
Good. And then what you do is you turn your shoulders, come this way, and then stop there. Good. Let her come across the front of you. Good. There you go. Great. Good. Now cover her eyes. Throw it into a little bit of cover so you know where it is. Great. Ready to click her on. And slow your walk down, let her cover the ground. Good. Great, same again. So it's a slightly different exercise than before. So she's a bit smarter now, good. Round the back, I like it. So because she's a bit smarter now, she's more likely to catch you. She's more likely to see you dropping the ball. And what we don't want is the dog looking at the handler. We want the dog always looking for the ball. Well done. And we'll take that one away. We'll just pop the lead on the dog. We'll come back to the start. We'll do it again. Now we're going to make it harder. We're gonna set her up just in that rough there this time, because I don't want her to come backwards and run this path again. Right. Make a thing of going behind you. And set her up the same. How is she for dropping something behind and then hunting away from it?
Yeah, very nice. Yeah.
Just a normal dummy. So if you just drop that on this path, just so that it's an easy retrieve. Good. Now, as long as she hunts away from it and doesn't come back for it. So this is the important thing: is how controlled is she? Yeah. So I'd step forward, cast her on as soon as she's looking like she's going to go for it. That's a turn whistle, and just head up the way a little bit. Good. So just preventing that from going wrong, which is fine. Yeah, she may have gone back for it if we didn't intervene. So she's demonstrating that she can hunt whilst coming away from a distraction. We'll just do a stop whistle there. So stop means stop and look at me. Something's about to happen. Recast her off straight into this nice bit of cover on the right hand side. Good. So I'm going to fire a starter pistol now, and we'll see if she stops the shot, or if she's going to if you need to help her with the whistle, add the whistle, and we just want to see her reaction. Good. So add a little echo of those trees there. She almost stopped, but she got a little bit excited for that second thing. We're going to hunt her on again. Well done, well done. Good. Okay, we'll stop her there. Call back to you. And we're just going to send past you guys. So hopefully we're going to just send back for that retrieve now. Good. Good girl. Well done. Happy for a dummy. Happy?
Yeah.
Yeah. The next thing will be that is a distraction out there,
Right.
and then you send back for that one. Right. So she's not always thinking the thing that flies is the thing I'm going to get. That's actually now the thing she doesn't get. So that will be bang and out there, and then you'll be turning around, sending her back for that one she's either seen or not seen, and it will just keep her a little less excited. So sometimes your mate's dog might be picking it, sometimes you'll be picking it. So you just want her to have that steadiness, that isn't always the thing she's going to get.
Yeah.
That is. Good. When she's pulling you about a little bit, that's fine. Is there times when she blows you off completely and your little doesn't mean anything, or she...
No, she doesn't really, but I did take her to a place not long before I gave her to you, and she would pull up ahead too much.
Yeah.
And then, you know, she would pull to one side, too far forward, and then I would get but then she would still be too far forward. You know, she would come back to maybe in line with me.
Yeah.
Still,
so we can kind of reinvent the turn whistle a little bit. So a lot of the time the turn whistle is coming across us.
Yeah.
But sometimes
she wouldn't like run across.
She wouldn't run across your boots. Yeah, exactly. So what she's doing is she's doing a turn whistle, but she's doing it way too far ahead. So what we would want to do is we'd want to encourage the little dog that as we're turning, pip pip, it's come back to the boots, and then we're so not like a figure of eight. So for me, I'll be shoulders this side. So they're hunting this side. As soon as they've got to the edge of where I want them, my shoulders come round, but I stand still. Then they're this side. If they start to pull too far, then I drop a little lower, guide them with my hand, flick them back on with it. So it's almost like I've got a little laser pen in my hand. So where my hand is where I'm sort of asking the dog to be. So all the time that this is either here or here, the dog knows that it's going to find a tennis ball or it's going to find something. So when it's pip pip, sometimes that's the time when she's pulling ahead that you need to show her that the thing she's going to find is at your feet rather than out there.
Just as easy as bending down and getting her.
Yeah. So if she looks at you and you've got the eyes and on that turn whistle and she's out there and it's pip pip. So for me, it's just get a little bit lower, draw them in, recast them out. So it's coming back to the boots. Other than that, she's not going badly at all, is she? No. So what we'll do, we'll make it a bit more challenging. We'll loop around that, and we're gonna go through some of that rough ground because there's more likely to be a bird in there. Excitement. Same thing. Get her facing you. This time we're not going to drop anything because there might be a find here for her. So we want to just make sure that you and her are covering all the ground. And if she pulls on too far, we'll have a little. We'll go through it and have a little look. So just set her up the same. Good. So get that focus first, and then cast her. The trick with the first cast will be to stand still. Let her come around here. Let her come around there. When you're happy she's covered these bits, move up. Then move up. Yeah. If we come forward too quickly, it means she's just going to dismiss that ground. And if I step past here and the pheasant flush is there, I've already, I've put myself out. So, good. Well done. When you're ready. Good. Now step forward. There's just those little nettles there she didn't want to go through. Turn shoulders. Good. So shoulders first, now turn. Good. So always, as soon as she's past you, turn those shoulders so that as she clocks you in her vision, you're already facing that way. Turn shoulders. Pip, pip. Good. Great. So where your shoulders point is the direction of travel. If she's taking a big cast out and you're still, yeah, same again. She's just watching my hand there a little bit. But if say she's heading to the right and I'm still angling my shoulders to the right, she's just going to keep taking more line away from me. So I want to, as soon as she gets to that that optimum bit, is that my shoulders are always turned. So as soon as that whistle goes, she's then got the physical gesture from me that says we're going this way. Good. And we just stop there. Good. And what we're doing here, we're just breaking up the hunting. You know, again, calming it down, getting that focus, getting, you know, the reward here is we're going back hunting again. There isn't a find, there isn't a retrieve. But if, you know, if you sit there and you focus on me, the next thing that's going to happen is I'm going to cast you back. Now, this is where you practice the thing from earlier. So the first cast, when you click your fingers, is right back towards you at your feet. So she comes in and then away she goes, okay? Good, cast her off. Perfect. Okay, so for me, not quite good enough. I would just guide her back to that spot where she had that little hop. Blow the whistle, good. Okay, now the echo was over here somewhere, so she's likely to want to head that way. Same thing, back to your boots, recast out to the left side. Good, well done. So this time I'll throw a retrieve for you, so it'll be stop whistle, it'll be me, that's the bang, and then we'll do a little retrieve just up ahead. But we'll do the bang and the stop first, okay? Good, back to where she was. Good. I'll just do another shot, see if she moves on the shot. Then it's the dummy. Yep, send when ready. Good. Now let her figure it out. She's got the wind on her side there. Good. She was almost offline a little bit. That's where you might stop her, try and put her onto it or something like that. But if the wind's in your favour, just let her figure it out. She'll end up with a lot more confidence from it. We'll just do one more mark in the sit. So if you come back to that point there, just so it creates the same picture. Good. That's all right. So if she sits there, that's fine. Good, and then you step backwards. So rather than having her next to you, she's always that little bit. So because what we want her to do, we want her to look back to you to say she can go. Now, if she stares the mark down and then looks back at you, she's going to lose the mark. And then you're sending her kind of...
Oh, so do you not get her to look back at you? No?
Yeah, get her to look back at you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So when they're young, you want them to stare that down, and you kind of want them to be intense, that they're straight out to it. Later on, it might be that one's dead and we want to pick something else in a different direction. Right. So it will be that as this comes out, we always want them to have that little look backwards first. When you get that, she's going to look at me, so I'll come behind you. When you get that little bit backwards and she sees it.
How would I get her attention? Like, see if it's like that, would I just...
So for me, if yeah, it's good to see what you're doing, and it's a good question. So for me, if I didn't have the dog's attention,
I would throw the dummy.
No. It's a good point. So for me, how I'd do it, I would blow the stop whistle. Okay. What that does is that'll be stop, look at me, something's about to happen. I've got the whistle, I've got your attention. So it means that it's not perfect, but it means that at least you're simulating something which is going to happen. So it's stop, look at me, there's your retrieve. So you can just do a little bit of stop whistle. Good. Now target that hand, so look for that delivery. Good, well done, that's better. So for her, she's having those couple of little loops around you. That's the only real thing she's not getting perfect. No.
I try to catch her, stand in front. But sometimes she. Like,
so for me,
100 miles per hour.
For me, it'll be pip, pip, pip like this. This is the target. Right. As soon as she's getting to that point where that little head's going down and she's thinking about it, I want to draw her focus to my hand. Target, target, target. Right. Step forward and take it. As long as she's got that little bit of focus, and if she's looking at you, you've got her eyes, okay? If she's coming in and she's looking at you, that's great. As soon as she comes off your stare, you know something's going to go wrong. So you need to close that, get that attention, but give that target, target, target. Here it is in my hand. Paint those pictures that we've already put into her when she was a puppy. Okay, we'll do one more mark. I'll do it with a bang as well. So if she doesn't look at you, stop whistle, then push her out. So keep walking backwards, don't walk it yet. Draw her eye, don't go to her eye. No, just keep walking backwards. Eventually she's going to look at you. Stop there. Now blow the whistle. Remember, target, target. That's all right. You got what you wanted to get. Well done. Yeah. So for her and for you to transfer to the shooting field, is she needs to get into the habit of all her retrieves are out there, rather than in here. So if she's next to you like that, that's great, but it's not going to be. She's going to be hunting. She's going to be stopping. That's going to be away. So you need to be sitting her 10 yards away from you. That dummy goes out. You back away. You draw her eyes away from it. So that was perfect. Okay, just enough space, and then that whistle was in her ear, and she's like, oh, build that a little bit more. So now, 3 retrieves far ahead. What do you think she's going to do if you cast her off to hunting? Do you think she's going to pull forward to the retrieves, or do you think she's going to?
If she sees it, she might do. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, no, well, we're not going to throw it there. It's just no, there's nothing out there. It's just because she's got a memory now of going out there. So if we click her on to hunt, chances are she might think there's something out there, but she might pull on. Yeah. So step backwards, get her back round facing you. Because if she's pulling on, she's going to probably pull on with that little bit of scent as well. When you're ready, cast her left or right. But as soon as she... So don't worry. What's going to happen here is nothing's going to happen until she looks at you. So if she goes wrong and gets ahead, for me, I would play this waiting game. I would wait till she has that little bit of focus on me. I'm not gonna prompt her, because she's just gonna sit there and get bored otherwise. So for me, I've got all the time in the world. Draw her eye. As soon as so sometimes it can be a little step backwards or something, just to draw the eye. It's going to be harder from there because she's really into wind. But just as long as you get that little glimpse, as soon as you get a glimpse, give her that job. Good. Missed your moment. So as soon as she looks at you, straight on now. Good. Great. Well done. Now the reason I've done this bit is because there's no cover here, so she's likely to pull forward onto that scent. So
that was the one.
That was the one. So, yeah, draw her back to you, recast her out instantly. Good. good. Pip, pip, good. Well done, good. And what we'll do here, good, back to you, and then out, good. So stop her there. I'm just going to throw it. Huh? No, it's great, it's great. I'm going to throw that dummy back. So that's out there. You're just going to hunt on just a little bit so that she can demonstrate that she's doing something right. She's going to hunt away, and then we're going to stop her, send her back. Good. And why I want this as an exercise is that if she's got that in her mind that there's something back there, she's less likely to pull too hard on. Good, as she comes across, stop there. Good, now step to the side. Give her the direction and send her out. Oh, interesting line. Have to rely on that nose now. Target, target. Okay, just that last little bit, just to show you. Hazel, come here, come here. Sit. Just to show you what I mean on that. So if you just come around this side, I'll throw it that way. Yeah, yeah. Sit, sit. So there's the retrieve. Step back, draw the eye. She's going to do all the same things. Get out. Send her back. Target. Target. Get her to do the thing I want her to do. Come back to hand. Okay. So as she sees that target, I'm drawing her backwards. Then I close the gap quickly.
You're not doing the.
Yeah. Pip, 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 pips this for a distance, because she can see my white palms on a green background. But when she's in that danger zone of the last 10 yards, I'm going to change. I'm going to change. I want to draw her eye. I want to say, aim for my hand, please. This is where it is. I'll just do it one more time. Sit. So the dummy's out. Get out. It's really important. Watch me staring at her. I'm looking at her. I've got her eyes. If I got her eyes, I know that she's going to bring it back. If she's literally got that nose or off at any point, she's just going to kind of expose it and do this. Oh, I can't come in. It's too difficult to come in, and we just want to. Good girl. Any questions? Because I think I was hoping to find a couple of birds so that she'd pull on. I feel like she pulled on enough anyway, because we'd sort of preloaded that that area that she was always going to pull onto it.
Sorry, that's what I was going to ask. So she was at a bit of a distance here, yeah, and I peeped her.
She turned.
But she wasn't really looking at me.
Yeah.
How do I get her to?
She's going that little,
if she's not looking.
Just some more of those exercises. So for her, yeah, you want to get that attention from her. But the more we do those exercises where we're dropping stuff at our feet, so that's exactly the point. Is that when she's out there, it'll be pip. If she comes back to you, there's the reward of the thing at your feet. So she's actually coming back to you before you cast her out, and it's just how we set it up. We make more habits like that, so that she does that more often, so that she's tying that turn whistle means come. It is a tricky one, because once she gets, so she's good when she's here. As soon as she's like 10 yards, 15 yards ahead, that's when she sort of stops listening. She just turns, but she turns on right on the edge of the. You got a little seed in your eye. You know what I mean? She turns, but it's a self-employed. She's on that scent, but just have to bring her back. It's almost like don't let her get to that comfort zone where she's doing that. If you do find she gets there, bring her back. Go back to the beginning, start again. You know, you don't, you know, I know you can't do that whilst you're shooting, but like if it's an area where she's pulled onto a scent, exactly like we did there to start, we went through the same bit of ground 3 times. She's not going to get bored of it. She's going to think that's great. You're just doing it more and more. But the more time she pulls on and has success pulling on, which she will, she's quieter. So once she's out there and she's flying around, we're not there, we're not making the birds move on, she's more likely to flush something out there. So what we have to do is we have to get this down to a fine art. We have to be really quiet, and the quieter we are, and the you know, we're then a team, and we're going to sneak up on game, and she's going to have like the contact flush. Right. But if she's out there a bit too far, she's going to find it on her own, and then we're in trouble. Any questions?
No.
Yeah, sweet little dog. Here's your beloved Hazel.